What is going on, guys? This is Dylan from We The Coasters. We're checking on into Six Flags Over Georgia. For We The Coasters, we're at Six Flags Over Georgia. Something ain't right. The continuum here is a little off here, but we're here. And it's not just me. I'm joined with Lynn. Now, Lynn, this is a rather interesting visit. Now, for a couple of reasons. One, we were originally supposed to go to Holiday World about a week from now, but that kind of got nipped in the butt for Hollywood Nights. So
it's a blockout date for you.
Yeah, so we kind of got screwed over a bit, but it happens. So for those who are going to Hollywood Nights, if you see this video, enjoy the trip. Secondly, this is a unique visit for both of us. Now, Lynn, you are a Georgia resident.
South Georgia. It's very different from Atlanta, and every Georgia resident will tell you, Atlanta is different from the rest of Georgia.
And you've never been here before until today.
My parents have.
Yes.
They had a great time at Fright Fest. Is that what it is?
Yeah, Fright Fest.
I actually know one of his characters because, ironically enough, she is also, sorry to spoil it, but she is also Mrs. Claus, and she gave a really good experience to my cousins when they went to visit.
Amazing.
And big shout out to you, Mrs. Claus / character. I forgot your name. But shout out to you. You know who you are.
Yes.
If you're still here, let me see you.
And here, I'll let you hold the camera so you can show me real quickly here. Now, I originally have been here before, but it's been since 2004 since I've last been here. And I think, as you can tell, it's been over 20 years and a lot has changed. This coaster you're seeing right behind me here, that never existed when I was here. And Georgia Scorcher over there got repainted too, so go figure. But we're here for the very first time. Well, it feels like a first time for me. When it's been over 20 years, it feels like it.
Technically, I will say this. I will say that I haven't been here before, but my parents will tell me, yes, you have. I was a baby, and I did not have a good time because it was hot. My dad wasn't having a good time because I wasn't having a good time, and my mom wasn't having a good time because my dad wasn't having a good time because I wasn't having a good time. My sister, I don't know.
Yeah, but
just here for the
we are here though, and this is gonna be really awesome. So, Lynn, are you ready to check this out?
Second Six Flags ever open.
In 2 months too.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we haven't done the first, but our timelines are already
and technically your third ever Six Flags too.
Yes.
So let's get started.
Six Flags. I mean,
let's have a Six Flags day. If you're brand new to the channel, please be sure to hit that like button. It really helps us out against the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe if you're brand new. Hit that bell notification for any future uploads. So here we are in Six Flags Over Georgia in Austell, Georgia, which is west of Atlanta. And let me tell you,
it's not as bizarre to get to as Fun Spot Atlanta.
No, because it's random.
You're on I-75 north if you're headed up north from like
correct.
Florida and South Georgia. You go through a ghetto, then a bunch of construction, and then
here's the Six Flags. By the way, Martian Manhunter over here getting some pictures together. That's awesome. That's the first time I've seen Martian at a Six Flags parking ever. Literally. Goliath, I just noticed, just opened up. When we were here, the ride wasn't open yet. Oh yeah, they got a Zen. But yeah, so this park is going to be very, very unique. There's a lot of rides that we are extremely looking forward to. From what we have heard, this has the best Batman the Ride. So we'll see if that really is true, even though I like the Gray America one the most. There is a...
Have you ever been on this one before?
If I do, I don't remember.
Gotta give it another run.
Yeah, there is a B&M stand-up in Georgia Scorcher, which I am actually very excited to re-ride again ever since riding Pipeline. Both of us have ridden plenty of times. There's a Gerstlauer ride that's... You kind of can see it in the red and yellow down there called Daredevil Dive. And ironic enough, when we did Fiesta Texas, their Daredevil Dive was a flat ride, and that wasn't even open. There's a small RMC down that way in Twisted Cyclone. And also they have Riddler Mindbender, which is a Schwarzkopf looper that I have not ridden in the newer trains. Yes, B&M trains. Yeah. Wild. Georgia Scorchers, you can see, does not have a line, so that is good to see. But
remind you, it's like 11:20-ish.
Yeah, and funny enough, when we got here, it was like 10:40, and the park was, I guess, already open. They were just already letting people in and on the ride. So, all right.
Wednesday, we're tired.
Yeah. So let's continue on within the park and all that. Oh. What the hell? That is awesome. Wait, hold on. That was easy. Oh wow, there's lights over here. That's interesting. What is this, Carowinds lid? Our first ride of the day is going to be Daredevil Dive Coaster, presented by M&M's. Now, Lynn, when we go back to our September trip at Dollywood, we did our first ever Gerstlauer, technically our 2 first Gerstlauers.
And I must say, definitely an underrated brand thing.
Yes.
Which I'm excited for us to eventually go to England and do
Saw
the ride and also the Smiler.
Right. But here's another thing too. This is the first ever of the dives that we're getting ready to do and all that. So I'm very curious to see how it's going to be. One other thing I was going to mention real quickly before we hop on the ride. I don't know how the crowds are going to be. Well, that too, but I don't think how the crowds are going to be too crazy right now because it is, like you said, a Wednesday, but also it is kind of early right now. So
also, I checked yesterday on the wait times at around 1 o'clock or so. Everything was walk-on, so
maybe we'll get lucky, right? So we'll see. But Daredevil Dive, you can see right here, that's going to be our first ride in over Georgia and one of my first new rides to do too. So let's get it on. Okay, so our first official roller coaster of the trip is Daredevil Dive, a Gerstlauer dive coaster. Lynn, it wasn't bad at all.
And a lot smoother than
oh, very smoother than that. Oh my God, Mystery Mine, you just like shaking around a bit, which is crazy, but no.
I still enjoy Mystery Mine, not gonna
Oh yeah, we did.
But
this was good though. I liked it a lot. I love the hang time right near the end. That was really, really nice. I love the drop. Everything about it, I was very impressed with. And the good thing too is that for a day like today, there's no line. So like, thank God for that.
And we can do it back.
Yeah, because I can tell you the capacity on this ride is
whack.
Yeah, very
and
whack.
we were told by veterans, like, you know, veteran partners who've been here before.
Yeah.
Said to roast drop the smash first and the capacity is back.
And I can see why.
Dead right now? I mean, it's pointless.
Yeah.
Free game.
But I can see why though, because I mean, if there's only 6 per train and you have a max of 3 trains, I mean, that line could be all the way over here for goodness sakes. So
yeah.
I could see it. So let's hop on again. All right, we did a second ride, this time in the back row.
I prefer the front.
Same. Still not bad of a ride.
Also, they stapled me in the back and then had to push down a bit more, which...
Yeah. It was interesting. Very interesting. But still fun, though.
I'll shield at me for pulling down the thing. So.
Yeah, don't pull it down the bar.
Do not. This is a steel vengeance, so...
I will say, though, the train is kind of small, too. So, I mean, you know, they were telling one of the riders up ahead to cross their ankles. And they were like, telling me, like, hey, you may have to do the same. And I'm like, nah, I have no room, boss. They're like, okay, don't worry about it. You're good then. So, it was interesting. Very interesting.
It was very uncomfortable on my thighs. But the front row, like, they didn't have to push extra.
Yeah.
And...
How about, let's check Gotham City next. Why not? Since we're over here. So instead of heading over to Gotham City, what we're probably gonna do is we're gonna head over to Goliath next, which is this, yeah, it's this B&M Hyper that's right over here. This is probably the ride that me and Lynn are extremely the most excited for. Probably the main reason why we want to come over here, other than Twisted Cyclone and just to check out the park. So I'm very excited. I've also heard from many people this is the best B&M Hyper. That's a bold claim, right?
Laps of Mako.
Yeah, right.
Which, I mean, if operations are better, then it's definitely going to be a better...
Yeah, I would say arguably the best 2 hypers I've ever done are Mako and Raging Bull, because Raging Bull is just amazing.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so let's see how Goliath is. Here we are, Goliath. Look at the station look. That is cool. That's like, that screams 2000, so you'll love to see it. Let's hop on. Okay, so we did 3 rides on Goliath. We did one in the back, row 9. We did one in row 7, and then we just got off the front row. Lynn, I'm gonna be totally honest.
Actually.
Yes, there was a dude that was on the train before us who's a local that we found out, who's dressed up like in a miniature Batman modified outfit. Guy's awesome. One other thing to talk about before we get on the ride, take a look at this. This is the maintenance bay.
Dream job.
Look at my tall height. Look at this here.
It's right there.
I better hope I'm not there when that goes around. But yeah, Goliath. As you see, it's about ready to hit the brake run right here. Very unique spot, by the way, Lynn.
She definitely rattly. Like I mean, not rattly.
Well, a vibration.
Vibration per se. Not as bad as Diamondback.
No.
It's way worse in the back, but in the front,
Not as bad.
Really?
But let me tell you, the airtime on this one, aggressive. Like a good aggressive, which normally with B&M Hypers, you get floater airtime. You don't really get, you know, ejector airtime in them. It's kind of hard to say, but this one had a pretty good floater and ejector.
Compared to Mako, like Mako, it's just like you hover for a bit,
yeah,
then you go down, and then you hover for a bit.
And the 5-second airtime hill, you really feel the float really kick in.
But there's no elements. But meanwhile, this has
a helix.
Yes, and that helix, holy cow.
Even in the front, I was graying out on that. That's very impressive.
And a little Verbolten trick. We were last at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. When you're on the helix at Verbolten, look at the boom.
Yeah.
This ride, look at the supports that's in the center.
Right.
You'll definitely feel it.
It's something too. So merch here for Six Flags, not bad. And from what I'm seeing, some shirts are $20, $32 for the tank top, $30 for this one. So around near $30 for shirts and all that. So I guess that's not too bad. Nearly 30 bucks without discount. So not bad at all. So Lynn, I think it's safe to say we probably found our favorite ride so far. Easy. So far. Well, the only one that could really make a challenge could probably be Twisted Cyclone.
They have
So yes,
kids are going crazy.
I know. So yeah, let's continue onward for our next attraction. Okay, so we've only done a few rides so far, which would be Daredevil Dive and Goliath, ones that we've done multiple. And this is a thing that we've checked out so far, but from what I'm seeing so far of the park, it's not bad at all. I'm liking the vibe and all that. Although, to be fair, it is a little quiet right now, but I'm curious to see when it reaches around the 2 o'clock range.
You said the curse word, so it's got
Yeah, right. Yeah. Here's DJ's Diner. So this is one of the diners that they always have around the Six Flags parks. All the places to eat are open right now because Firehouse Barbecue opened up at noon. This opened up at 11. So this DJ's is kind of like one of those diners, like a Mel's Diner, give or take, and all that. So, and then Fender's Fine Gifts. This is gift shop over here for Daredevil and a few others around here. But what we're gonna enter is the Gotham City area here. So this is where they have Batman. They also have Riddler Mindbender, and then a couple of flat rides like Catwoman Whip and Harley Quinn Wild World. They also used to have a Kid Flash. Isn't it funny how you've been to 2 Six Flags that used to have a Kid Flash coaster and then didn't even operate more than a year?
Yep. And it's just a lawn ornament.
Yeah.
Where have we seen that before?
Yeah, I wonder, right? But yes, here is Gotham City. Now, funny enough, we've actually have never been to a Six Flags park that had a Gotham City. We've been to DC Superhero Land. This is the first where it's got the Gotham feel. So, rather different, very different. So ironic enough, with Kid Flash, as we're going underneath the train tracks that are right over here, this is where Kid Flash would have been, right over here, as you can see. But as we mentioned from before, just like Fiesta, well, they're no longer in operation. It's just lawn ornaments. Poor Skyline. Poor bastards. But, yep, that's obviously a ride that we are doing, and of course, probably won't open up ever again. So, I wonder how long they'll be here till, but that sucks, though. Anyways, next attraction that we're gonna be doing, Batman the Ride. Batman? Batman? Batman! Let's hop on. So, the interesting thing about Batman the Ride in Six Flags Over Georgia, we have heard a lot of people say that of all the Batman the Ride clones,
all 550 of them,
what feels like, this is probably the best of the best. You know what? Coming from a person who grew up going to Six Flags Great America and getting to ride the OG back in 2021 and all that, I'm curious to see if that is the case. And this is also very unique. It's like a aqua blue in a way. So it's still the only one I know that has this other than Magic Mountain. So should be very interesting. As you can tell by this is located right next to Riddler Mindbender. So, oh, this is interesting. Oh, Lynn, careful going downhill, but look at this here.
definitely don't get too crazy.
Petroleum. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, we're going into the Batcave, Lynn. I can already tell.
Will we meet the spirits here?
No. That's an alley.
Joke,
Wow.
Did a joke.
Unbelievable, you. Oh wow. Definitely get a great view of the ride. ride from here though. But now we're about ready to really get into the back cave over here, which I guess we're going this way. That's all extended. Sweet. See, I don't remember any of this from my last visit here. I don't remember this, but I just remember a little bit of the ride, so yeah. All right, we're gonna go up the stairs, we're gonna get to the station, and then show you a little bit of the station, and we'll hop on. Batman the ride. We did 2 rides, one front, one back.
I got it on the roller coaster.
So, Lynn, that was probably the most aggressive Batman the ride we've done.
Especially in the front. I felt all of my blood rush to my feet.
Yes.
And I grayed out when we went in the back.
Same. Oddly enough, I think the front was better than the back on this ride.
Which seems to be a recurring theme in this ride.
I don't know why, but I will agree on one thing though. That is the best Batman on the ride. Hands down. I'm sorry, Great America. I love y'all. You will be my baby, but Over Georgia was way better. I'm sorry. It's great though. So yeah, a couple rides down. Let's go to Riddler since it's right over here. Here we go, Riddler Mindbender, a Schwarzkopf looper, a very unique Schwarzkopf looper, a terrain-based one with B&M trains? Okay, I'm curious to see how this will go, but I'm very happy we also get to do an Ace Landmark as well, so that's actually gonna be really, really good.
Another to add to the collection.
Yes, now I have been on this ride before, but with the Schwarzkopf trains, so I'm curious to see how this will be under with these trains, so. Oh wow, this is all extended right over here. Goodness gracious. Thank God that's not going to be available for today. Besides, there's literally no lines here, so that's great. Let's get some rides in. All right, Riddler Mindbender. So let's address something real quickly. There has been nobody getting on these rides. Like, there has been very little. You'd be lucky to get a full train. I guess it's probably because this is the technical first full week of the daily operations here.
Also, it's the day after Memorial Day, and some people have their last week of school, the last week of
right. Not bad. So we did Riddler Mindbender. We did the back row and row 2. So me and Lynn are a little mixed there. Lynn liked the frontish area,
again,
and then I like the back. The reason why I like the back is if you notice these little hills heading into the loop, you get a good pop of airtime there on both of them. However, this little element that you seen right when we started the clip here, that feels like a violent car crash. Also, the B&M trains on this,
it feels weird.
It is very weird.
It's hard to believe that it's a B&M train, to be honest. But
now see,
we definitely feel the rattle.
Now see, we've done Schwarzkopfs with a Gerstlauer train on Super Duper Looper. And we done an actual Schwarzkopf on a Schwarzkopf Scorpion. This is the one with a B&M.
What about Wizard?
Oh, that's Schwarzkopf train. But that's different though. That's not a looper. So, because the speed racer are different models. Because you know these are considered loopers. You know, and how they are there. But yeah, it's a little interesting. And this one here also has seatbelts, whereas the other two did not have seatbelts. So
something else to point out. Yeah. You see that bright green here, and then you look at near the little dish right there.
Yeah.
So Dylan told me that this place is prone to flooding.
Yes.
Which we did get quite a bit of rain in Georgia the past couple of days before this vlog.
Right. Ironic enough.
So fun flooding. Where have we heard that before?
Yeah, right.
25? No, 2024.
Yeah, that one. That one was bad. Yeah, here's the part where I'm talking about here. This little part right here. But that uphill part, like right over there, mental, freaky. But not bad ride. I will say, compared to the two, I wish they would have kept the Schwarzkopf trains.
Which, I can't say anything about that because I haven't experienced this in a Schwarzkopf train. But
I have a feeling I know why they had to switch trains.
One, even they went out of business.
Yeah, and two, I mean, it probably had a lot of wear and tear, so I can see why, but B&M out of all manufacturers? Mach rides, yeah, or Gerstlauer, because I think, yeah, because Mach was the one, right? They did a good job with that one.
We just ride coasters, dude. We
yeah,
don't
man.
make decisions.
But it's interesting. It really is interesting. Like B&M. Not bad though. Here's a picture of the map as you see right over here. Of course, you can also get it in the Six Flags app, but just want to showcase what it's like here from the cardboard here. So what we're in is the Gotham City area, which is this little corner right over here. And the area where we were before was the USA section, which is where we did Daredevil Dive and all that. And Goliath, Georgia is where they have Georgia Scorcher, and where we start off is the promenade area there. Then it also goes to Coastal, where Twisted Cyclone is over here, but I think from the angle here I'm wrong enough, it looks like regular Cyclone. That's kind of funny. Then there's Peachtree Square, then you have DC Super Friends, Piedmont's over here, Bugs Bunny Boomtown, Carousel Hill, Lake Skillets, Lakeside Pavilions are also here, and Metropolis. So quite a ways to go to get to around. It's kind of a fairly big park, but the weird thing is that it's not a true full circle. It's kind of a weird like circle with like...
It's a shape.
It's a shape. It's really hard to say. Like you can see like where the circle is here, but it feels like Gotham City feels like an expansion. And it's like, oh, you can't circle around here.
Shape.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a very unique Six Flags park. And to be fair, this is the second ever Six Flags park ever built and open. One of the three originals.
To experience the original Six Flags over Texas because something happened.
I had food poisoning that day, so sorry.
And it was cold.
Yeah, that didn't really help. So yeah, we got quite a ways to go to check out the others, but yeah, let's go do that right now. One attraction that's very unique to Six Flags over Georgia is the Monster Mansion, which is a very well-known boat ride that's over here. Now, funny enough, before we showed up here 2 days ago, the main pipe burst.
And there was a lot of red water, so it was probably some rust damage. It
looked like red and orange in a way, but we were thinking, oh no, we're not gonna be able to do this. We're so screwed. But as you can see, thankfully it's open. Now, there's something very unique about this, Lynn, and what is it?
Fun fact, this is the same manufacturer, Aerodynamics, as, you know, that's pretty familiar to some of y'all. But also, this is the same boat ride, like, the same manufacturers who also did It's a Small World at pretty much old Disney's and Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yes.
So essentially, we got Pirates of the Caribbean at the house.
Yes, basically a Six Flags version of this though. And this is all original too. It's opened up in the 70s, like before an actual Six Flags, you know, crazy, you know, stuff going on by. So
my father would kill me if we did not do this.
Yes.
If it was open. So.
Now the line is a little long, but we will eventually hop on it. But I will say though, this is a huge fan favorite here at the park, and we're gonna be doing that a little later. Oh yeah, we also have the misters out here too, because we are here during their time where it's, you know, they spray people and get them all cooled off and all that. So
it's not really that hot, it's muggy.
Yeah, it is kind of muggy. So let's head back to this one in a little bit. Georgia Sandwich Company. This opened up just this year, and this took over a former restaurant, which we'll have to look back and see what it is, but they also have a bar over here. Now this place is very unique because it's serving a lot of deli meats and a lot of more healthier stuff that's out here. So we have shrimp po' boy, Italian heroes, fresh kettle chips, grilled cheese, Philly cheesesteaks, chicken tenders, chicken noodle soup, and ranch kettle chips over here. Also some cookies too. And the prices, not too bad. I'm seeing the carved sandwiches, $19.99, balsa salad, $18.99, and chicken tenders, $18.49. So, decent. Oh, we have all apple crisp parfaits for $6.99. Okay, not too bad. All right, for food, so I got grilled cheese and some kettle chips, regular kettle chips, keep in mind, because there is a ranch version. And Lynn has a shrimp po' boy and the regular kettle chips as well. Now, according to the people that work there, they said that the shrimp po' boy is the really good one, and the grilled cheese. So,
yeah, there was a Philly cheesesteak on there, but it looked dry.
It did, especially on the cheese itself. So, you know what? We're gonna dig in. We'll see how both the foods are. We'll let you know after we dig in. All right, so we finished up on food. So, real quick to mention, they have a little, I guess, show going on, which is Splash. Basically, you can see it's like these guys from Six Flags doing live entertainment and getting people wet and having some games and fun and all that. There's been a lot of that going on, so it's been pretty cool to see. And the good news is that Monster Mansion's line definitely has died down a lot, so that's something we're gonna be doing after we're done. Now, the food. So I'm gonna start with mine. The grilled cheese I had was terrific, and the kettle chips I decided to get some barbecue in it, which you know kind of helped out a little bit. It goes good, but kind of dryish. Wasn't bad though. Lynn, so your food, the shrimp po' boy and the kettle chips, how was it?
Shrimp po' boy was a bit bland. It was bland, and the shrimp wasn't as crispy as I wanted it to be, but still pretty filling.
Yeah.
I have had a po' boy before when I visited New Orleans, and when I was a 9th grader. I think that was like 2014, so it was a bit, I mean, the bread was a bit stale when I got it that time, but this one was like super, like, very fluffy. I really like the bread on it, but everything else kind of just mid.
Yeah, it wasn't bad though. I mean, she also took a bite of the grilled cheese, which, you know, she really did like that a lot too, so. But yeah, so we're just gonna relax a little bit and look at Monster Mansion, almost a walk-on. Beautiful. That's where we're heading next. Monster Mansion. Let me just say, I'm so happy that we actually have to do the ride. And thankfully, the line was, you know, what you see there. Well, when we were there first, you seen how bad that line was. That was crazy, but we did it. Lynn, what did you think?
I liked it. I mean, we've done the Jurassic boat ride.
Yeah.
At Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, or technically Gatlinburg, right?
Pigeon Forge. Yeah. That was bougie. That was very bougie.
A lot of people, it's very polarizing.
Yeah.
That's what we'd like to say.
This
was, imagine a little 50-50 shot of Tiana's Bayou / Space Mountain. I mean,
Splash Mountain. Yeah.
And
its own creative thing.
Bizarre, like, story.
Yeah.
Ish.
And keep in mind, this is from like 1973. So I mean, you know,
it still looks pretty much brand new.
Yeah.
It doesn't look aged at all.
No, and apparently from what we found out too, they did update a lot of things about the ride from past. So I always wondered what it would be like, but I'm not complaining at all. It was a great ride. I thoroughly enjoyed it a lot. So guess what? I'm joining in on the bandwagon of a great ride at the park. So that's great. One quick area to showcase real quick, Bugs Bunny Boomtown. This is basically the kids spot over here where all the kids rides are and everything else.
And
but
look, it's empty.
Oh, well, I mean, kind of not really much of a surprise there. That little coaster that you see, that's right over there. There's a mine train there, and then the thing with the spikes over here, that is Georgia Gold Rusher. I think that's the ride we should probably do next. What do you think?
Yeah.
All right, so let's do it. Okay, so we're over here at the bar that also is with the sandwich company place right over here. So Lynn got a peach lemonade drink over here. Now there were 2 cherries, but she ate the cherries already.
Yeah.
And it also has I think it's an orange or tangerine. I think
it's an orange.
Yeah, so I thought so. But she got that, and then I got an Angry Orchard on the draft. And what's the verdict, Lynn?
It's really good.
See, we are in a peach state. You gotta have something with a peach.
Which, ironically enough, peaches aren't really our best crop. It's actually, if you want to be technical, it's corn, because, you know, corn is used for, you know, livestock and fillers and whatnot. But
almost everything.
The top, like, fruit of the state is actually blueberries. We're pretty high in blueberry production, which, yeah.
False news. But yeah, so the drinks are over here. Check out the bar. Check out Miss Yolanda and say hello. Georgia Gold Rusher. So, had a bit of a confusing way to go down to get to the ride, but we found it thanks to the people working there, so that's great.
And stop swishing your drink.
I know, I can't help it. But it is kind of helping cool me off in some way. So yeah, Georgia Gold Rusher is the newest roller coaster to open at the park, made by Intamin. I'll show you a little bit and we'll hop on a ride. So here it is, Georgia Gold Rusher. This is, like I said, brand new for the park. Opened about a year or 2 ago. So yeah, it's actually really cool how we're actually getting ready to do this ride. I'm actually very excited. So I'm curious to see how it will go. And yeah, I have noticed one thing that's interesting there, Lynn. This ride technically spins somewhat. Somewhat, not a whole lot, but a little bit. So I've heard nothing but good things about this ride. So let's hop on.
If you're ready to ride, can I get a whoop whoop? Enjoy.
All right, Georgia Gold Rusher, the newest ride in the park. It's intimate too. Lynn, what'd you think?
That was good.
Very fun ride. if there is only one downside, it's kind of over so quickly.
Also, the ride operator stapled both of us.
Yeah, jerk.
I feel like my lower fat like got stapled in with my thighs, and that did not feel good at all.
Yeah, a little staple happy.
I had to lift up my fat.
Yeah.
Or actually skin.
They just a little staple happy there, but you know, whatever, no big deal. But a good ride though. Just,
to be fair, you do fly from your seat, so
yeah.
I understand completely.
I just wish it was like a lap.
Man.
I wish this ride was like a lap longer though. That's to be totally honest. All right, on to the next. Well, we were gonna do Superman. We were gonna do Great American Scream Machine, but instead we went to Blue Hawk. So fun fact, Lynn,
What?
this used to be called Ninja. And it had old school restraints and was painted red. But as you can tell, it's blue. It has new vest restraints. And it's called Blue Hawk. What an interesting ride that is. And we rode the very back. A quick...
Headbanger thanks to the vest restraints.
Yeah, thank God.
If they had the original restraints,
we both would be in trouble.
Not be good.
We both would be in serious trouble. Also, shout out to the butterfly inversion, which is this little element right over here. That's the first set of inversions that you find. One of two in the world. So, hey, another rare inversion, just like Storm Runner with the scorpion tail. So,
And what's the second butterfly inversion?
Goudrix. It's over in Parc Asterix in Europe. So, yeah. But check it out. It's Blue Hawk. It's a Vekoma looper that's there. And, yeah, man, you're going to pull some G's, especially in the back. So now, we have a Park Original right here. Great American Scream Machine and Superman. Yes, Ace Landmark and Superman. The original Superman. Funny how the Superman here is the original. That's crazy. So, I think let's do the original first. Why not? Great American Scream Machine time. So, Great American Scream Machine did a ride in the front, did a ride on the back. There's best way to describe it is very simple. TLC. Definitely a bit bumpier on the wooden coasters I've ever done. And definitely a lot bumpier since the last time I rode this. Especially that triple camelback toward the end. Still a fun ride, but it needs a lot of TLC in that little spot though. So yeah, Lynn's doing another ride. And I'll see her at the exit. Okay, Lynn just got off another ride. What did you think of Great American Scream Machine?
That was good.
A little bit of a bite is the best way to put it.
A little bit, but it doesn't shake your head around too much. That is easily marathonable without it getting too much of the effect of, you know, wooden marathoning, but...
True.
I do feel a little bit in my head, but...
Yeah, but
understandable.
another Ace Landmark though.
Heck yeah.
I will say too, it's definitely one of the two like that are really scenic around here. The other one being Blue Hawk, ironically enough, right next door. So we'll wait to do Superman. I think it's time for a water ride. We need to cool off. So let's go to Thunder Run. Thunder River, a water ride over here. So they have a really cool thing about the landscape. It's constructed by Wayne Mings in honor of him. They dedicate the ride to him in his recognition of his 40 years of service. At the Six Flags Day, it's open from noon to 7. So Thunder River, I think it's pretty self-obvious what that type of ride is. Inner tube ride, nothing too fancy. But me and Lynn, we're feeling the heat kicking in, so it's time to cool off. So I'm curious to see how this will be compared to some of the other inner tubes. If there's one thing I will say too, I hope the one at Great America is open too by the time we go up there, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah.
So, should be interesting. All right, let's hop on. Thunder River, our first water ride of Six Flags over Georgia. My first water ride, quite a little bit in like a Six Flags park outside of one in Fiesta, which was all right, like a lodge thing, but for inner tube rides. Because we didn't do the inner tube at Fiesta, Texas. How was it, Lynn?
That was very wet.
You know what it reminded me of in a way? The one at Cedar Point, that inner tube ride.
Which I skipped out on because I didn't want to get my shoes wet. That was my excuse.
Like literally it was peaceful for most of the ride, and then this little spot right here just got me really good. So that was unfortunate. But not bad of a ride though. Not bad of a ride. However, we dodged a bullet. As we got off, the ride broke down.
Yep.
Guess what I could say? We're very lucky there. So yay. On to the next. Pandemonium. We've done one of these before, like Fiesta, Texas with Joker.
And we also done a Pandemonium, which is not this style of a ride. It's a
roller coaster. Yeah.
But what manufacturer was it?
Gerstlauer. Oh yeah. So we're about ready to get on the ride, and this will definitely help dry off the wetness that we are from the raft ride. So let's hop on. Pandemonium, the giant Zamperla Discovery Frisbee type of ride. Lynn?
I prefer Joker.
They're literally the same ride.
No, they're not. Joker has a cute line. But
Man, you're just so spoiled.
not to mention, I like the colors better with Joker.
Okay, to be fair,
and it looks
that's
prettier
true.
at night.
Because this is very steampunk feel, which is kind of weird how this is like the only steampunk ride here, and what do we know? On to the next. Superman Ultimate Flight. First time I have done this in 22 years, and man, was it great. Lynn.
My new favorite flyer coaster.
Over Manta.
Over Manta.
That's like
Even though
upset
it's a
city.
little shorter, I prefer it over Manta by just a little bit. I feel like that pretzel loop is bigger and it goes faster.
Well, not only just that, the terrain too.
Yeah.
See guys, terrain makes much of a difference.
Though, I will say that Manta's beauty with like the aquarium and everything, that's a nice touch.
Easy.
Now, those two, obviously top the one that's over in Great America.
Oh yeah, Great America one is
It sucks.
kind of booty.
Which, I mean, it's better than what was there before.
Shockwave.
Yeah, they gotta maybe put something else there.
We don't talk about Shockwave.
Yeah.
That's dumpster fire. Aero Mega Looper that was just non-stop beat you up. Anyways, we got a few more coasters to do. We got the Mine Train, which I think we should probably do next.
Yeah, it's like right there.
Yeah, like for roller coasters wise, we have that, we have Twisted Cyclone and Georgia Scorcher. So, I mean, for the timeline of what we've had today, we're doing not bad. Like at first we were kind of hitting the gas, now we're kind of slowing down a bit, but we're still doing really good though. By the way, before we get to those coasters, let's just talk about the park so far. Lynn, what do you think of Over George so far?
Weird layout, weird terrain, but it's definitely a workout, which I'm good with. You can tell it's definitely a park in Georgia, and I don't know how to explain that. But after you go to so many states and you see their types of parks, it makes sense. I can't explain it.
You know in a way what it reminds...
You can tell this is not Florida and this is not Texas. This is not Ohio or Illinois.
No.
Yeah, no, this is Georgia.
In a way, it kind of reminds me of like a Six Flags version of Busch Gardens Williamsburg. In a way. Not hardcore.
True that.
But kinda.
I mean,
And
the terrain is there.
yes. And a little bit of Dollywood too, because of the old school aesthetic.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Dollywood if they didn't care.
Right. So.
Which, no offense to anybody who's been here or who's working here.
Right.
They've been pretty good to us.
Yeah. Oh, the write-off's been great.
Yeah.
But other than that, good park?
Yeah, it's pretty decent. I'd probably come back here, especially for the seasonal stuff. Like, I would love to check out Fright Fest.
Yes. Now, for me, I have not been here in a long while, and I'm glad to be back here again. It feels great. So, I will say I'm enjoying the park so far. I know there's technically 3 hours left. Well, just about under 3 hours. But, I mean, with everything that we've done so far, it's been great. I just switched the layouts for the park. Oh, easily. I just wish the layout of the park was a little better, but like, it's kind of confusing. Like, to get to that ride here, you got to go all the way down to there to then get to the entrance over here. So then it's like, what's the point?
There's no way to cut across over that way.
Well, there kind of is, but it's just wonky. It's just...
It's weird.
Yeah, very. Like, if they could fix that, that would be great.
Which, I mean, we're used to the Florida parks, like Islands of Adventure. It's pretty easy to get around.
Oh, every Florida park is easy. Every Florida park is easy.
It's way too easy.
Like, it doesn't even matter what park it is. Even Legoland, for what I've been there, was easy. So, yeah. All right.
By the way, we still need to try out because a friend of ours did 2 days over there, I think.
Yeah.
And her grandson actually loved it.
And besides, they just opened a brand new coaster there this year, too. So,
True that.
gives another reason, too. All right, let's check out the rest of the park. Well, probably one of the non-coasters that me and Lynn are very excited to do. Acrophobia. Fun fact, it just turned...
two of the group, sorry, but the only two of the group, or the crew, that would actually go on something like this.
Yes. Now, fun fact, it just turned 25 years old, Lynn. 25.
I'm about to turn 25.
That's scary.
So this came out when I was born, so
yes.
Let's go.
So this is an Intamin stand-up drop tower.
Yes.
Yes.
Stand up.
You heard that correctly, folks.
I've been on Falcon's Fury plenty of times, and that ride tilts you face down before it drops.
Yes.
This, standing up.
I mean, you can see where it has the stand-up feature. Like, that is insane. So,
And best part, Dylan's not too tall to ride this.
thank God. So, I'm gonna ride with Lynn. Let's go. Acrophobia. That was awesome.
Wow.
Well, we were fortunate enough wondering, like 2 weeks before the trip, we did find out it just reopened. So we got very lucky to do
One
this.
of the most anticipated that we've anticipated.
Yes, for a non-roller coaster, this is worth it. And it's been stand-up. That thing is crazy good. Do it if you can. Worth it. So now we've gotten out of the way. The Mine Train, which is coming up very soon once the parade heads back. Twisted Cyclone are right here, and then a little bit farther down, Georgia Scorcher. So you know what? Said Twisted Cyclone next. Twisted Cyclone. We're finally doing the RMC. Why did we wait this long for the RMC?
We have Twister at the house. Let it out.
Exactly. 2 train operations. Good to see. Let's hop on. Twisted Cyclone, a new RMC that we have done, and it's technically one of the smaller ones.
Small, but don't underestimate its size. It packs a punch. That beginning there, and also that little flatwing kind of isk element.
Oh man, that sideways shot that you're seeing right over here, that is
And then it's
freaking
just
amazing.
giving Steel Vengeance for the rest of the ride.
Yeah, it's a great ride.
And there's nobody here.
No, we literally, when we hopped on for a second ride in the front, we got a Zen ride, so that tells you there's nobody in this park. But I gotta say, for a small RMC, I was very impressed. I've heard this is the weakest. If this is the weakest, then I don't know what y'all are thinking, man. It's Goliath.
It's Goliath.
Oh, it's Goliath at Great America, hands down. Which,
Goliath, not to be confused with Goliath over here.
Yeah,
which
right.
Is the B&M Piper.
and like any other Goliath that's out in any Six Flags park. But I think, though, this is definitely a great ride. Now, here's a quick question, Lynn. Is this the best roller coaster in the park?
I don't know yet.
Right now, I'm leaning towards Goliath here at over Georgia.
Not a validating report. All right.
Yeah, but this is still a top 2 ride for sure, easily. But it's great. Also, the blue track, awesome. Well, we waited for a little bit till after the parade, but now the Dahlonega Mine Train, Dahlonega, how do you pronounce it? I don't know, but we're getting ready to do the Mine Train. And there's nobody here. That means we got a Zen ride. Let's go. The Dahlonega Mine Train. So, what an interesting aero mine train we did. Lynn, not 1, not 2, 3 lift hills. And the third one was cool because you go underground into a tunnel, and then when you go back up into the station, it feels like a violent car crash.
Yeah.
That was something.
So unfortunately, you gotta make sure watch where you put your fanny packs and whatnot, because got a little wet, and it is not water.
Yeah.
It is sweet.
That's
and
not
it soaked it.
Oops. So we're gonna go by one of the shops. We'll take a look, but yeah, that's not good. But
Yeah.
Lynn, I have good news.
It served me well.
We have one more roller coaster to do.
And stand up.
Out of all the
Rare
rides,
credit.
too. Out of all the rides.
It happens.
Yes. Alrighty. Less than 2 hours of park close. We have one more roller coaster left.
And then we're on a mission too.
Well, let's go with the coaster stuff first.
Oh yeah.
We saved the best for last, it feels like, or the most unorthodox one for last. The one that's technically closest to the front entrance is the last one we're doing, and it's Georgia Scorcher. Now, Lynn, we have done Pipeline a good number of times.
Plenty of times.
And now we're doing a true traditional B&M stand-up. Technically the last traditional B&M stand-up.
Which we didn't do Vortex over at Carowinds.
Because that was closed.
But
Wow. But now we're getting ready to do the Georgia Scorcher. See, they have to say the because it has to be so much emphasis on the. I mean, put your feet to the fire. See? Put your feet to the fire. Take that, Batman. All right. And look at this is what you do on these old school freedom stand-ups. It's a bicycle seat. Can't wait. Let's ride. Well, we finally did the Georgia Scorcher. So Lynn, before we talk about anything, coaster completion. Yay! Yep. So, let's talk about Georgia Scorcher. The Georgia Scorcher. So, Lynn, we have done Pipeline. We both love Pipeline.
Yes, it is great.
However, with the old school restraints and the bicycle seating, you said it sucks.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't like it. I mean, it has an interesting feeling when you're like going with your airtime hills, but aside from that, I do not like the restraints.
Swing and a miss.
The over-the-shoulder restraints.
What you see right over here.
They're like right next to my head, and the lap bar is right here.
So
and I do not like that.
The problem is that if we did Vortex at Carowinds, probably could have sucked. And keep in mind, for me with the bicycle seat, yeah, that region.
Ironic because at acrophobia, perfectly fine to you.
Well, because that was more of the thigh region, but you know, this is more like right there. So yeah, if you're a guy, be aware of that. But I didn't mind the ride. I didn't really have an issue with it, but at the same time, it's like I could see where the ages started to kick in a bit, and I could feel a lot of the vibration kicking in.
Yeah.
So, hey, yes, it is. So B&M, I think you may need to give it the Firebird treatment, maybe. Get a foilless in there. So Lynn, now that we've gotten all the rides in, at least all the roller coasters, we've pretty much done all of the major rides that we have done. What now?
Funny enough, we actually have to head to the gift shop because they have some Knott's Berry Farm stuff. My father, actually both my parents are originally from California. My father grew up with Knott's Berry Farm.
Yes.
So he sent me on a mission to get him some stuff. And unfortunately, we're pretty limited because the other shop that was supposed to have everything was closed the entire day.
Unfortunately.
So we have to compromise.
Yes, and we'll showcase that right now. So we are over here in the candy shop, and this is technically one of two locations that serves boysenberry stuff over here. Technically, we're originally from Knott's Berry Farm. So in this shop, there's only a few things that they have, and the other shop will explain a little later on. So they have a couple of things here. So they have strawberry preserves right over here. They have boysenberry butter, boysenberry balsamic grilling glaze,
Gross.
and boysenberry punch concentrated. Now, the thing at the other shop we were going to go to, but unfortunately they closed the whole day.
They had boysenberry syrup, which was what I was supposed to get. They had boysenberry like jams. They also had the boysenberry squishmallow and cotton candy as well.
Unfortunately, it's been closed the entire day.
It's been closed, and obviously they're not going to let us in just for that.
So, and I guarantee you, like when we make this video, like when we're here today, which is in late May after Memorial Day, you know what's going to open up? First week of June. Call it on the shot.
Just buy it online,
Six Flags
bro.
Over Georgia. If you somehow are watching this, please give us a hand.
Give us a care package, like for my father. Just
that would
please.
be great. Listen, we would like to see that. If you guys do that, that would be astonishing. Because like I traveled from Florida to get here, and she was like South Georgia, so I mean it's worth a shot, but you never know. But yeah, we wanted to showcase this though while we're here, and yeah. It's interesting that it's actually here though.
He's suffering for my father.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm. So it's actually crazy though. It's here in this park, out of all places. Alrighty, that's gonna do it from our visit at Six Flags Over Georgia for We the Coasters Journeys.
Short journey, but a journey nonetheless.
Yes. So. Let's address the elephant in the room. Lynn, what did you think of the park?
It's pretty decent. It's definitely not a Fiesta Texas, but...
And definitely not a Great America.
Kind of 50-50 on that, especially the way that they've been treating us recently, but then again, kind of apples to oranges, in my opinion.
But...
decent coaster lineup.
Yeah.
Decent staff, to be honest. Yeah, we will definitely return.
Oh, definitely, for sure. I was very impressed with this. There's loud music over here.
I can't hear you.
What? What? Yes. I think what's really interesting is when you're leaving the park, you're by Georgia Scorcher and Goliath.
That's just people smoke everywhere.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, last time I was here, you can see Georgia Scorcher so easily. To see Goliath also here, there's a weave up here. Oh my God, there's a weave up here. I don't know how well you can see it. If you see the little thing hanging off, that is a weave. Lynn, there is a weave. Oh my goodness. I can't escape the weaves. But yeah, it's not bad of a park. So my first visit in over 22 years, I was very impressed. A lot of good things I like. Hopefully the keyword that they do next in this park is TLC. They need a lot of work on the pavement, and they need a lot of work on fixing that stuff there for sure.
As a Georgia resident, I will say that's never going to happen.
All right, Lynn, tell me, what do you think is the best ride in this park?
It's a tie.
Oh, okay.
Have to say definitely Goliath and Twisted Cyclone. A close third will be Gold Rush.
Oh, okay. So for me, I'm gonna go between Goliath #1, Twisted Cyclone #2, and then #3. I gotta go with a tie between Batman and you know what? I'm gonna be with Lynn on that one, on saying that Georgia Gold Rush there.
So I got home from work, and Six Flags Over Georgia gave us a care package. It says, "Dear Dylan and Kyle, thank you so much for visiting the park and for sharing your experience. We hope you enjoy this package very, very much. Six Flags marketing team." So big shout out to Six Flags Over Georgia. A couple of weeks ago we did visit, and unfortunately we missed a shop that had a bunch of Knott's Berry Farm stuff. There's Coops, hello. And the main thing that we wanted to get was boysenberry syrup, which my father grew up near Knott's Berry Farm, and it's one of his favorite things. So to hear that Six Flags Over Georgia had Knott's Berry Farm stuff, we were thrilled. And unfortunately, the only two things that they had were these two things. And we missed out on the boysenberry syrup and the boysenberry cotton candy. I was a little curious about that. But they sent us these 5 items. My father is thrilled that he finally has this again. So thank you very much to Six Flags Over Georgia for your care package, and we will definitely return.
All right, as you can tell, we're by the car over here. Unfortunately, my battery died, so I had to get a new battery that I got over here. And yeah, so I mentioned about the top 3. I'll just quickly say it again, which is Goliath, Twisted Cyclone, Georgia Gold Rusher tied with Batman the Ride over here. And then everything else was fairly good. I know there was also Kids Ghost Remiss, which was Joker's Funhouse, but you know, or Jennings Joker's Funhouse, whatever it was, but obviously didn't worry about it. So it was an interesting park overall, and I think as you could tell by the parking lot here, it was very dead. Very. You know what, Lynn, in a way it reminds me of? Epic Universe grand opening without the grand opening festivities there.
That would be pretty cool if I was there.
I would say roughly we probably seen a couple thousand people, give or take. So, you know, that's just how it be, to say the least, and you know, nothing you can really do and all that. So, that is it here from Six Flags Over Georgia. And what a trip this was, nonetheless. Lynn, I'm so happy you finally got to visit this park. A long time overdue. So
Glad we finally did it together after 4 years being together, by the way.
So what can you say finally?
I've been to my home park.
Quote unquote.
Wild Adventures, we don't count it.
It's like the redhead stepchild, poor bastards. Oh man. Come on guys. Wild Adventures, put in an actual roller coaster, not like an off the counter one. Maybe one of these.
I've heard that the concerts are good. That's about it.
Yeah, right. Tell me about it. So, that's
like,
gonna do it.
Pull in Air Force One with Fun Spot Atlanta.
Bro.
Just put something famous in there.
If that happens, Wild Adventures, give us a raise or something. You're welcome. So, that is it here from Six Flags over Georgia. A great trip nonetheless. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, be sure to give it a like. Subscribe if you're brand new to the channel. Hit that bell notification for any future uploads. Follow us on all of our socials, our Facebook, our X, and our Instagram. Once again, for Lynn and for myself, we'll see you guys later until the next video and the next We the Coasters Journeys, which will take place at Six Flags Great America. That was weird. I don't even know what the heck happened out there.
Cool.
That was weird. So we'll be at Six Flags Great America in mid-July, and we're gonna have a whole bunch of cast that's gonna be with us for that one.
Family.
Family. See, I like that answer. Family. We'll be doing Great America and Cedar Point, 2 days each for both of those. That'll be the last We the Coasters Journeys of 2026. One last thing real quick before I go. We do want to thank Six Flags over Georgia for giving us the help that's out there for the content creator stuff and all that. And hopefully, the keyword
also
hopefully.
the employees too.
Yes.
Don't forget them.
They were clutch. They were
They
clutch.
weren't as bad. They weren't bad.
Yes.
Not at all. Shout out to you guys.
Yes. So hopefully down the future, guys invite us for events. We're available. We'll do what we can. So we'll see you guys later. Till the next video. Peace.